Bonjour, hi, welcome to the stream. I'm Frank Boucher, Microsoft Cloud Advocate, and today we are behind my cloud, or our cloud, because today I'm joined with Jason Hen, who's in the corner over there in his little cloud, as usual. I need to make you more room over there. And we continue to have fun and learn Typescript and React, building that trivia game. I'm sharing here my my screen on the Live Coders. So Live Coders is, whoop, that's not what I intend to do. Live Coder is a group of streaming on Twitch that are very friendly, share code, different languages and different speaking languages. They help other streamers to get started and everything. There's a Discord with tons of channel where you can ask all your questions. There's always someone streaming. So you can find us, of course, on Twitch, and you can find us at livecoders.dev. So I will keep it since I'm always rating Live Coders at the end of the stream. How are you, my friend?
I'm pretty good. It's early again, but it's been a good week. It's been busy, hectic, a lot of stuff going on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm talking about. I've got only one functioning bathroom in my house right now. It's been that way all week, just from some unforeseen work that's come up on. Started off just painting my house, but then one thing led to another, and paint's not done. But
But there's a lot of stuff that works.
It's been a week. It's been a week. Of course, we had the inauguration. That was exciting.
That was a big news for America. Well, I think for everybody, since it was such a mediatic
It's
thread.
hard to avoid. Yeah, I mean, no matter what country, like, that stuff seems to affect everybody. So yeah, I say we. I feel like obviously those of us in the U.S. we were kind of glued to the TV, but yeah, still a big deal for this week.
Well, at the radio, I think it was yesterday, they were saying that 41 or 44 millions of people watch that.
Oh yeah, I bet.
And it was more than even when the previous president was there for his inauguration. And right now, apparently, the highest score is Obama with 51 millions.
People there, yeah.
Like all channel and everything mismatch. Yeah, no, it was a big news. Like, has a neighbor, Canadian neighbor, of course. Has, like,
You're still my emotional support Canadian, though. Everything's better over here, but I still need you.
Oh, so yeah. So yeah. After it's still early for me today. Also, I started some bread yesterday, late night. So I went to the bed past midnight and stuff. So this morning it was like, oh man, already the morning.
I know, I feel the same. I didn't make bread. I played some video games last night after we got done working. I felt good.
What did you play?
I'm hooked on Horizon, Forza Horizon.
Oh yeah. I should try it. Though I'm not.
So good. Oh, I meant to tell you, I got Battlefront 2 on the Xbox now too. So you have to let me know when you're playing.
Yeah, I got it through Epic Games. It was the free game on Epic Games.
I did the same. Yep, I did the same because I already had it on my PlayStation. I've been playing it for years, but
yeah, I was really close to install it, and then I was like, yeah, but if I do that, like, there will be tons of games installed on my PC, and like I'm trying to get back at play less game and like going further into it. Like, some game it's possible to finish them. Some game I'm not good enough, so I will play until like I'm stuck and it's not fun anymore. So like I move on. But Wasteland 3 for me is still very fun. Yeah. The other day I was like, yeah, there's no chance I come alive of that battle, and I kick some asses. I got barely scratched, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm stronger than I think. And like, look at me, next battle, I will, yeah, and I will die in like 2 rounds. But no, I think I start to become better. The only thing is, when I did start playing the game, like the way the game is meant to be is you should be super specialized, and I'm not used to that. So my character, because you could have up to 6 characters, are not special. Like I have 2 or 3 of those first. Yeah. They are too spread, so they are now a little bit weaker. Hey, TBD Gamer is there. Bento Dev, hello. Are you talking about games?
About fighting.
Yeah, odd conversation to join in. I thought Frank had taken upstream. Oh. Yes, we're talking about game. I was talking about Wasteland 3, and Jason was talking about Horizon Forza. Forza Horizon?
Horizon Forza, yeah, racing game.
Good games. Yeah, I love games. But yeah, so last week on Epic Games, the free game of the week was Battlefront 2. So I acquired that because I want to play that since a long time, because I really enjoy playing Battlefront 1 on my Xbox. Not Xbox One, the Xbox, so super long time ago. But I was alone. I couldn't play online because I didn't speak English back then. So, and like French server didn't work, or I forgot. Like, so I was playing alone and it was like kind of, meh. But
I think also just between the two, like Battlefront 2 is just a much better multiplayer experience. It's a really well done game. Like the multiplayer's fun, but also the campaign to play by yourself is super fun. It's a great game.
Yeah, I look at some. Let me know in the chat if the music is too loud. By the way, and all same for you, Jason. Is it? If it's too loud, it could.
It seems fine, unless it's feeding back. It seems good to me.
Yeah. Yeah, been playing a lot of that. Which one, TBD? Wasteland or Battlefront? Sounds good. Thank you, Benno.
We drop is.
We should start the project. Playing a lot of Battlefront. Yeah, I watched a few videos about the campaign on YouTube, and look, it looked interesting. Though it was first person. Looked like the gameplay I saw was first person, and I cannot play first person. Well, I can try maybe with age.
Which game are we talking?
Battlefront.
Oh.
The video I saw about the campaign, people were like, when you're that, it's not the assassin robot, but like that flying dark robot thing with like, it looked like an octopus, kind of flying octopus. At some point they were first person, and I was like, oh no, yay! Please don't be first person. Yay! Yay! Benno, 90, congrats.
First drop.
Wow, that's nice. You can select to... Oh, okay, so you have the choice. Okay, cool. Like, I'm so sad sometimes I see good games and they are first person. So for me, it's like a no. Okay. I was about to do something. Oh yeah, we need to start the... Now following. Thank you for the following, Benno. Well, should we continue to talk about games then?
This is me.
Let's start.
We are though. We're building a game, Frank.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Oh, you know what? What's sad though? Because I didn't start the stream, CB didn't monitor those scores. But I can add you. I will take note, Beno. And if you don't beat this score, I will add you back. It's what, 90? What was the score? 90-93? The others landing were all three, yeah. The other were all butts, right? I think.
Yeah, except me.
Did you land?
I didn't land. Well, I landed, but not in the snow.
Whee! Okay, so let's add some to-dos. So let's first do time. I should put you in charge of the time log, Jason. That would be your task.
I can do that.
And then to do. And did I land? 44. Yeah. To do add. We definitely need to share the where we are, because we did work yesterday, Jason and I, on the game very slowly because I needed to understand.
We made some significant breakthroughs, though.
Yeah, definitely, but we're still far from having like a, hey, let's play a game, everybody.
True.
So after that, we need to style the game.
That's right.
It's kind of a spoiler, though. Now you know where we are. Style the game.
It's a critical component of.
And then define what's next. Define what's.
Is that the part where we were talking? We should figure out.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's
back end, like just the high level, big picture.
Well, like, yeah, okay. So now we'll have kind of a prototype. We learn along the way, but now what kind of thing? What do we do? Should we start writing our own from scratch? Should we keep that but try to learn other stuff that we need, that we know we'll need later on and stuff like that? So so the status of the game. This is our superb, as you can see, Triavia game.
So pretty.
So we have a start button to start the game. You click on that. Now you have the score 0. It go fetch 5 questions with the first question. Who played Agent Fox Muller in the CVX file? I have no clue.
David Kepney.
Cool. Give me more. So we have one. So that was a good. Oh, cool. So the score is updated at every question. So what is the most expensive weapon in Counter-Strike Global Offensive?
I don't know if I've ever played that game. First one looks fancy.
Yeah, I don't know. But definitely not a revolver, I'm assuming.
I'm guessing
M4. That look complex. Scar 20/G, dude. I'm going for Scar. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, and it was good.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Give me more. Which of these is not a playable character in the 2016 video game Overwatch? Invoker, Mercy, Weston, and Zenyatta.
Did you play that game ever?
No, but TBD quickly reply Invoker, so I wouldn't trust because the answer came very quickly.
It's a team sport.
And it was right. Woohoo! I should do
Yay!
Next question. Which buzzword did Apple Inc. use to describe their removable headphone jack? Innovation?
This is a tough
Revolution?
was brave and courageous, but I think it's innovation or revolution. I think to them it was innovation. To the rest of us, it was revolution.
So, I need a vote.
I'm gonna go with innovation.
Innovation, do you support?
I think that's what
yeah,
they said.
TBD? Okay, let's do that. And you are wrong.
What? Is it revolution, maybe? I don't agree with that.
So how many differently shaped Tetris piece is there?
Well, let's see. There's the square. There's the line.
The
There's
L,
the
T.
like jagged one. There's the L-shaped one. I think there's 4.
It's not an option. So 5?
Oh, maybe 5. What am I missing? Oh, the T-shaped one. Yeah, 5.
5. And it was not the good answer.
What?
It was not the good answer.
Get the T, the L, the Z, the I, and the O. What am I missing?
Oh, maybe it counts like if it's a L shape, like right 7s.
The 7s.
Like it says a S, a Z, a T, a L, inline shell, a mirror L, yeah. So like if the L is one side or the other side, it counts as 2 different.
That's a trick question.
So yeah. So that's our game. Are you proud of us?
Even keep score.
Right now we could cheat to know the good answers. So if I go here and which buzzword, that was question 3. So the correct answer was courage. Courage in English.
Courage? Of course they would say that's courage. If I'm honest, it was courageous because a lot of people were upset that you took away your headphone jack.
Yeah. Because right now the game is done that it display everything about the incorrect answer and the correct answer in the JavaScript. So obviously we will need to change that. But as we were learning in the tutorial, the fantastic tutorial that Thomas did, it's Thomas, right?
Which tutorial are you talking about? Oh, this one.
The author of the... Yeah, Thomas. So a tutorial that Thomas did was doing that, so we just follow. But we'll definitely have some kind of maybe Azure function or something like that.
We also came across one of our coworkers' repos, Chris Noring, last night. It's got some good stuff. It's not. We didn't specifically use any of it necessarily for what we did, but we were saying that could be a good resource to add to our.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Just our list of resources.
Yep. So I will. We'll share that. So I will put that in the notes. Is it note or note? I'm not sure anymore. If I go here and look in the CloudBot, is it note or notes? It should be both. It's note.
Looks like it's note.
Yeah, I want to add a note into the notes. So yeah, and this link, if I click on that, it's a repo. So Chris was reading a book. He put it in on GitHub. So if people are trying it, they could make a suggestion. If they found bugs, they could do a PR for fixing those and everything. So pretty cool. I wish there were like a package for like a PDF or maybe I can take all that and generate a ebook by myself. I prefer when I learn not to be in front of my not close to a keyboard and a mouse. I wanna be somewhere else so I could focus on the learning part.
I thought at the bottom of that, when you click on the link, it launches it in a view that you could probably open
This?
like on a tablet or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
right
a
there.
GitHub page.
Yeah, it just launches in a browser, of course. But like, if you could do that and view it in, you get a tablet or something, you can read it from. So you're not in front of your computer.
TBD is I'm a practical learner. I tend to fall asleep trying to read text stuff.
I just get excited. Like I have to have notes and a highlighter, and I like take all these notes, and then my head starts spinning with, oh, I should go try that out, and then
Well, most of the time what I will do is like I will read like a chapter or something, and then I say okay, and then I go to my PC and like for like half an hour or 15, depending how it is, like I will try something, and if they say, hey, you shouldn't be doing that, then like of course I will try it, and then I say okay, and then like I go back kind of, so I do the back and forward between a PC and it, like, but if I'm in front of a PC, then I will start doing things or like, and like I will stop kind of my process of absorption, if I could say. Yeah. So that was her status. So now, as you can see, the game is very ugly. So we are at the level in the game where we need to do the styling. I should update the to-dos. To do done 1 and to do start 2. Cool. So again, we'll watch a little bit of the video and then apply it to the code. Ready?
ready.
Let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna give this quiz some styling, but first we have to also make sure.
So yeah, it's true. I kept this section because a few of you Cloudies were mentioning that we shouldn't be using the any. So now he's fixing that. So we already fixed it yesterday in the code, but I will let play that section because we had a debate a few streams ago about that. So I thought it would be interesting to let the author fix his mistakes, or like his temporary mistakes. I don't think it was mistakes, but it was just a quick way to move forward.
That we display the score. I forgot that one. So we have this state with score. So move down here to the JSX in the app.tsx component. Just somewhere here. Yeah, here where we set the score. We're actually not showing anything there now. We're gonna add that one here. So we have curly brackets and we show the score like that. This will make sure that we show the score to the user, and you should be able to see. Yeah, I got a score 1 there. Yeah, so you can see that it's displaying nice. All right, so we're gonna create a new file now. We're gonna create some styling for the app.tsx file first. So inside the source folder, the src folder, create a new file, app.styles.ts.
In the source file, app.style.ts. Let's do that. Sounds easy enough. app.styles.ts. TSX or TS?
TS.
Yeah.
And we're going to import some stuff from style component. So import style.
Is it because there's no? I'm wondering, just thinking out loud, if it's a TS instead of a TSX, because it's not going to be compiled. It's just styling stuff.
No, because everything that is TypeScript will be compiled. I think the TSX I'm not sure anymore. I feel like the TS6, it's a React thing. And the TS is just TS, like it's TypeScript.
Okay.
Comma, and then with the structure out, create global style like that from .styled components. So style is the regular thing that you import, and we're also importing create global style. I think it is self-explaining. We're going to create some global styling with that one. That's the first thing that we're going to do. But
HVBO says it's just means that some form of JSX will be written inside of it.
The TS6 and GSX just mean that some form. Ah, okay, so there's some kind of interaction, and the other are more like class file.
Just writ. Yeah. Just like a CSS style sheet, right? Just read, it's not interacted with.
Thank you for the answer. Global style and from whoops. But you don't even need the GSX extension to write JSX in React, which is interesting. So it's just for us then? What, you don't need the yeah, okay, yeah, so it's for us to know, okay, this one is a thing to make a distinction.
first, we also want to import our background image, BD image. You can call it whatever you want.
I'm not sure we had any background image, right?
/images/ and then we have that. I really don't know why it can't find it. Yeah, and this one is complaining because I removed the test file before. I think that shouldn't matter. But this is strange. I think we just create a TS ignore for this one for now. Something like that. I think it will work.
I don't think we had any background, did we?
We haven't downloaded anything
You want to find one?
that I remember.
Or should we take just what do we have?
Does his repo or his notes have like a link to where he got the styling files?
Oh yeah, but I was thinking like we should use I have some images that we can use, like the map thing. So here in source, we could have a folder called images, and then I will just bring this image here. So now he does import, and it was background. Or do I need to do the source? No. Cool.
We'll see if it works later. So export const global style. You can call it whatever you want. You don't need to call it global style, but we call the create global style with double backticks, and we can create a global styling. So first we set the HTML. I'm going to set the height to 100% on that one. And just as usual, when I style stuff like this, there are some room for optimization. I think I just did these styles really quickly. So there probably will be more effective ways of doing stuff here. But I'm in a summer vacation mode now, so this will probably be one of the last videos before I take a well-deserved vacation. So that's why I actually didn't think I was going to do this before the summer, but then I felt, yeah, why not? So that's why I created this one. All right, so we have the body, we set the background dash image to the URL, and then we can grab this URL with $, curly brackets, bg image like that. And then we set the background size.
Oh my god.
The cover.
So he's doing the CSS in TypeScript.
The padding is gonna be 0 and 20 pixels.
Why?
I set the display to flex and justify content to center.
What's the goal
That's
of
the body
of that?
And then I have an asterisk. I'm gonna set the box.
Okay, stop. I need.
That's how you do it?
The guy is in fire. I cannot follow. I'm not used to type CSS.
TBD has a good point, so that we can pull in the variables.
Yeah. So why does is doing different color and mine don't? Because I'm not using the good character, maybe? No. No, this is a tick. HTML. Maybe just a theme. And it was Buddy. And I don't have the IntelliSense. Wow, I feel like I'm back in.
Would it be quicker to just this probably doesn't change much. This might be quicker to just copy and paste from.
Are you suggesting we cheat, sir?
We look to the back of the book. Well, this isn't something we need to understand. We just really got to copy it.
Well, we'll fight after with it. So
yeah, that's true. I mean, there are some things in there, I guess.
I agree to disagree, but yeah, fine.
We can get it in there and then look at it.
Yeah. Let's do that then. So he's setting the background image, and then the background size is a cover, and then there's no margin, a little bit of padding, display, flex. Just don't understand why. Export cunts. I know, here there's the same like it's the same. So his theme is better than mine. Okay.
Yeah, I think, yeah, exactly. Something looks different, just extension-wise or theme.
Box sizing. Box sizing to border box. And then I'm also going to set the font on every element on this one. So font family Catamaran and sans serif as a fallback font. Alright, so that's the global styling. I'm actually going to import that one in the app component now to see if this background image works.
Okay, so let's go here, take this thing, I'm not sure I have this though, but worst case it will fall off on the sans serif.
So go back to the app.tsx file, and up here I mark it with styles. I import global style from /app.styles. And then when you create a global style with style components, we get the regular component here, so we can use that one down in the JSX. We can put it somewhere here at the top. So I create a fragment because JSX can only return one element. I close it here, and then we can use the global style component like this. Do some auto.
I didn't follow. I'm sorry. I should have stopped it. Bonjour. Hi. Hey, Bellavas.
Hello, Bellavas.
Hello.
I close it here.
Wait, where are you?
I mark it with styles.
Okay, I saw that part.
Global style from /app.styles. And then when you create a global style with style components, we get the regular component here, so we can use that one down in the JSX. We can put it somewhere here at the top. So I create a fragment because JSX can only return one element. I close it here, and then we can use the global style component like this.
What's that? An empty tag? You call that a fragment? What's that? What's that? A fragment? What's that thing? Whoa. Okay.
Fragments.
It's Python?
Are we writing Python code now?
I thought we were doing something else.
I looked away for 2 seconds. Suddenly we're writing Python.
Yeah, I should update. Times now writing Pythons.
This. Do some auto formatting.
Okay, do we have the format document? Boom, there it is. No, I was just thinking about the word.
Cool.
From React Doc, a fragment lets you group a list of children without adding extra node. Huh, interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. I'm doing great, Beldatas. How are you?
What's happening?
Did you get a new follower?
Was it?
I don't know. Did you get a new follower? What was that?
Yeah, I think OG Pit. Welcome aboard.
Oh.
But interesting. Why CB didn't react? Is CB still alive? Did you crash my chatbot again?
I haven't touched CB. I haven't even typed in the time log yet.
He's there. The timer. Nah, you didn't. Okay, so thank you, TBD. So okay, so you could group without adding an element into the DOM. Interesting. Okay.
Save it. Go back to the application. Yeah, and the image worked.
Whoa, it's like magic like that.
Is that our?
Apparently, it works.
Ship it. Wow, look at that.
Yay!
Hey, Freda the cat.
Yay!
Hey,
Yay!
Jason Land 62. I think you're leading in the human part of the... Though my background is really bad because now it's hard to...
62 is a low number. 62 is not a very high number.
But I landed with 40 something.
That's true.
Well,
Benno
like
get
still
90?
Benno with 90 this morning. Even if he's not right now in the I thought I should I thought I stood a chance.
It's got bot army.
Yeah. Okay. So let's.
So it didn't get the font though, right? That's just the basic.
Well, I think I just don't have the font.
Right.
He may. I think if we look in the video, I think he had it. Like he could install it and blah blah blah.
Is it referencing like Google fonts or anything, or is it you have to have it all locally?
I think he was doing it. I forgot. Did he do it at the beginning? Index. I remember he was talking about something. I think he did something, but I didn't do it.
Gotta follow instructions, Frank. Catamaran font is a Google font. Yeah. Thanks, TVD.
Well, where should I put that? So it's not here. It's not there yet. Right? And app.ts. And components. I doubt it. So you need to have it installed, but I thought you could just do
Just reference it.
yeah, like style whatever, and I'd load that GitHub Google page. I mean, maybe it was in another demo.
Don't we need something like here? I'll put this in chat.
Yeah, something like that. So that will be here. Something like that. We can try.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah.
That's a CSS import, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, so it wasn't maybe in CSS. Okay, so not here. Do this instead. Go in this app CSS and do something like this. Compile. I need to save that without it. Is it better now? I don't think it's the same font, is it?
It's the same. Are you there an error in the
Oh
console?
well, if it's okay, so what I can do is click a wrong button here. Let's close that book. Oh, one thing I want before I forgot is this. I want to refer the tutorial in the notes. I want to go in the GitHub and go in the CSS. Why I don't see a CSS in this stuff? Oh, public? Yeah. Oh, maybe in index that.
It could be.
Yeah, it's here.
Does it have a link in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't have a public thing.
Do we have an index file yet? Inside public?
Oh, public. Index.
No.
It's not there yet, so we'll do like that. Oh, that's different,
Button text is different.
right? The R look way more like wavy than usual.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it's different. That's changed. Okay. Yeah, like look the
Badminton.
shuttlecock. Shuttle. What sport is?
Just the shuttlecock.
Shuttlecock.
It's a little. They call it the birdie. Also. It's
Oh,
like
the
a little-
moineau.
the rubber thing that
Yeah,
looks like a space module.
Yeah, and French is a type of bird, so it's a moineau.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. So we have that. This beach is moineau. Yeah, it's true. Baldatas is also.
Yeah.
Baldatas is even more French than me.
I don't really know why it complained there. So if it complains, just add that little comment there that I created to comment this one out. I don't really know because it worked in my other application when I created this example. So don't really know why. But that's the global styling, and then we can do some styling in the app itself. So export const. I'm going to create a component that I call wrapper style.div.
We'll let it go and then we'll just copy.
It's going to be displayed as flex.
Is it styled or styled?
Flex direction is going to be column.
It's a style dev.
Yeah, but is it styled.dev or style.dev? It just reads weird to me.
And the align items is going to be center. Like so. Then I want to style the P tag in this wrapper. So I created a forward arrow and the P to just style the P tag in this app wrapper. I don't want it to be styled on all the P tags. So I set the color to white. So that's the P tag. Then I'm going to have a class that I call score, and that's of course the score table. I set the color there also.
So how familiar are you with the CSS, Jason?
I don't play around with it a lot, but I can look at it.
Okay,
And make
so you
sense of
understand like the dot and the
Oh yeah.
pound. Okay.
We could of course specify some CSS variables for the colors if we want to do that. That's one way you can optimize this CSS. I set the font size to 2 rem. The margin is going to be 0.
Really, Baldatas? So I know who ask for as a contribution to make our game look pretty then. Yeah, I hope you're in.
Yeah.
Who voted for Bellatas to become our UI designer? Raise your hand. Say, oh no, I'm terrible. Well, it's time to learn.
You just said it was your passion.
Yeah.
Even
0 on this one. All right, so that's the score class. Then we have the H1 tag, and this is going to be this one up here. That's going to be the actual logo that I'm...
What is that? What? Pascal say Bellatas, or as Québécois, you could say Bueno. Exactly. And Bueno.
Does that still mean sparrow?
What?
Bueno? Am I pronouncing it right? Is that? I just looked it up, and that's like French for sparrow, right? Like a specific type of bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a very common bird here.
Yeah. Yeah, we have sparrows.
Oh yeah, but like, so Jobin PA is just making fun because he's saying instead of
Moineau.
he's saying it really in Québécois, so it's Bueno.
Ah, I see.
I'm not talking like that.
Bueno.
I'm not saying they all.
styling with
And moi,
CSS.
pitui.
All right, so the font family is gonna be Fascinate Inline, not Impact
Ah, yeah, Bella has now is tried to
Inline,
escape.
like that. Then I set the background image, and this one is going to be the linear gradient. So linear dash gradient, and inside it's going to be 180 degrees, 180 deg.
Oh wow, we
I
could
set
do
the
that.
first
in CSS?
value
I don't
to
even
white,
know.
and the second one is going to be 87F.
No, it will be 07F.
And to be able to show this linear gradient in the font, we also have to set the background size to 100%.
000
and the background.
Well, like here, see, it did FFF.
For white.
I wonder if we do just 07F if it will work.
Let's try it. I don't know. It doesn't. To me, it doesn't seem like it should. Get something maybe, but not the azure blue.
So go back here in the style thing. Oh, in source and app style. Wow, that's a lot of things here. Okay, so let's skip the part where he's writing then.
Dash click. You can also set all the. Gonna be trans text. Is gonna dash make.
So that's all the thing, like, that's why I don't like the CSS. Like, you need to think about all those. Yeah, Mozilla. Well, like. Okay.
Yeah.
It's done, and now like he will.
In the app.tsx file, just to see that this one works. So we import the wrapper.
We import the wrapper, so 50 cents is now in the app.
And below here, we have to change our JSX because now, instead of this div with class name app, we're going to use the wrapper component. And make sure to also close it down below here. Save it, go.
Oh, that's interesting though. So you could create kind of object. That's cool.
Back to the browser, and you can see that it's not quite working here, and I don't know why. I think it's those app.styles. I think maybe this ones should be just one.
Well, ours is very ugly.
I think with that background, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, the background needs something more.
Can we use our light-colored one? Or we'll have to give a darker font. Can't have light on light or dark on dark.
Well, we could try the light version of it. Definitely. That's a little bit better. But why it's not in a square like him?
Good question.
See, 07F, it's working.
Is it working?
Well, I changed it and nothing changed. Okay, so let's.
And I also want to set the font weight 400 on this one. Save it, go back. Yeah, and now it's working. So there's a little bit of trouble doing stuff like this. As you can see, there's a little bit of special syntax.
Are we missing a div or something to have all that? It's not a box.
No, it was a box before. It kind of fixed it. Though, like our title is way too long. Where is the title again? Yeah. React quiz, and R is welcome to Trivia, the Trivia game. It's way too long. It's a little bit better.
What if we just said Triavia and took out the trivia game text? Just have one word. Eventually it'll be just one word anyway, right? Or something much shorter.
The Triavia. They can be only one.
The Triavia.
Yeah, the Triavia. Cool.
Look at that. Pretty button.
After 2 months, we have this. Oh, and the score is on white. Why the score is on white?
Does it not fall inside that p tag?
Score, because score is white. Let's put 07F.
Replace all the triple F's, yeah, with the 07F.
It will be a very light blue, but yeah. So score 0. Yeah, managed to have 0 good answer. That's cool. Okay, let's finish, and I again open another browser.
Of trouble doing stuff like this. As you can see, there's a little bit of special syntax here to get it to work. If you don't like to do it this way, you can save that logo as an SVG file instead, and that will also work just fine. All right, then we have a couple of more classes here. So we have the start and the .next class.
Okay, so now he's building the button.
Pointer.
Is it fine if I speed that up too?
I'm going to set the back pointer to 5. I'm going to 10 pixel target. Save it. Filing the actual question card now. So that's what we're going to do next.
Though, like everything for him is centered.
Yeah.
Like a score at least is center. Or maybe change that later on. Like align center.
It's got center right there. Yeah.
Because it's a P. Class name score. Strange, huh?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
It's not.
Can you go back up to the top of this file?
What you're looking for?
I don't think it was right here. I just saw like where we just were, looking at the. I don't know. I see it. There was like a P tag, but right before that, like an arrow notation. Arrow's not the right word I'm thinking of.
Eduardo Nalmano, welcome aboard. Sorry I butcher your name. Welcome aboard. Welcome on Behind My Cloud.
We're building a game. Join us.
Yeah, trying to learn TypeScript and React and how to build a game at the same time. So did you see what you were looking for, Jason? Like there's a P here or P here.
Just something looked off.
That thing?
Maybe it's.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just the way it was highlighted. It looked weird to me.
Okay. Okay then. So let's continue.
Yes.
Oh,
This one we import style.
Hello, Eduardo.
Style components.
Eduardo.
Then we export const wrapper style.div. You can see also that in this tutorial I just create a wrapper and then I have regular classes. You can of course create a style component for each little thing if you want to do that. But sometimes I think it's overkill, so it's just enough to have this wrapper, and I create classes. In this case, I'm also going to have a button wrapper on this question card, so I create 2 components for this one. But it's fully legit to just have a wrapper and then you can have your classes inside if you don't want to create a style components for every little thing in your application. Alright, we set a max width.
Okay, so let's copy that question card style TS. So we'll go here, I'm assuming. Yes, it was in the component, right? Yes. Was expecting to do maybe some Azure function today, so thought I was wearing my Azure function t-shirt to help me. Yeah. So in there, let's copy from the GitHub just to save some typo. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff here, so let's go for the raw version. Copy all. And boom. So let's have a look.
Yay!
Hooland!
Yay!
Lurky Dev. It's been a while. Did you see Shirley Dev recently, Jason?
No.
Hope everything is fine on this side. Beltaz, you were prepared for some Azure function fun. I see. I missed that show too. The fun function. But yeah, that was cool. So we import a style. Cool, and now he's doing his wrapper. And he's doing all that. Button wrapper. Okay. I don't want to understand too much of that blah 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 blah, but let's pass through that and just look where he's applying those styles.
So export const and the button wrapper. We have the button and this background component. We have the turner operator, the button, but few and temp and access that, and then of course it's going to be the wrapper change like that. Dot for wrapper and button wrapper from dot / question card start.
Okay, in the question card, yeah, makes sense. So, like that. Why did I create it with a little... There it is. Boom. And wrapper, it's capital W. Yesterday, something was not working, so I wrote that because on GitHub, it was there to finally understood that something else was wrong in my code. So we fixed that. And I was like, well, since that line, I'm not there yet, I will just comment it until he's writing it down. So that's why it was already there.
Files like that. And then we have to modify our JSX here a little bit. So first we have this wrapper div that of course is going to be the wrapper.
Okay, so let's do that. So here, it's the wrapper. Remember, Jason, yesterday when we comment that line here? So now we...
Which one?
Like yesterday we were doing the answer object, and like I was wondering why, and at some point he wrote that thing because he remember, oh yeah, like removing the any, he put that line, but then that line was already there when we look into the code, and I commented it, say like, I don't know why that's there, like now it is. So he just wrote that thing.
Yeah.
Now we did the wrapper thing here. I'm assuming he will do another one here with the button wrapper. That will go here, I think.
Make sure to end it with the wrapper also. Then there's nothing here to change. This one is the button wrapper, so this one is gonna change. It's gonna be the button wrapper. And if you remember, we're gonna send in 2 props to this one also, because it's complaining. Now you can see it wants 2 props. So the key is correct there, that's fine. But we're gonna add in the props here. So correct, that's the prop. We're gonna check the user answer. And here I'm using something that's called optional chaining in TypeScript. So I create a question mark dot.
So that's also a very common practice in many languages, to have the interrogation point. Sometimes it's before, sometimes it's after a variable. What it means is it could be null. So it's optional. It's a way to manage, like, oh, maybe I will receive something, maybe not.
Okay.
It's more flexible, but then it also implies that you need to have a little bit more management down the road, because now if, let's say, you do a condition, does, like, if user answer equal blah blah, now you need to, okay, if user answer is not null and equal to, so otherwise your application will crash. So it's flexible, but then like you need to manage a little bit more, but that's cool.
Sure, that makes sense.
Correct answer, and I check it if that one equals the answer. We should have triple equal sign. So if I remove this one, we don't actually know if we have a value here. But if we use a question mark, this one will not throw an error. It will make this undefined if we don't have an answer here. So that's why I'm using the optional chaining. Then we have the user clicked. So user answer, yet again I use the optional chaining. Dot answer equals answer. Auto format it. So if we don't have this one here, it will throw an error if we don't have a user answer. But by specifying like this, it won't throw an error. And I think this actually should be it.
So I'm just not sure where those properties are coming from. Answer. Like where key correct user click, was it in the question card? Oh yeah. Okay, that's the thing we skipped through. So he also add a type. Okay, he also add a type. Okay. So here, this one, no, this one become the button wrapper, and now is doing this, and then correct equal curly brackets, and it's user answer blah blah dot correct answer is triple equal, because this is craziness of JavaScript, and then user click equal curly bracket, and whoops, Oh yeah, I need to. Ooh! Look at that!
Yay, that looks pretty. We should take the hello world text off now. But yeah,
Yeah,
looks great. Well, I don't know. Where's that link go? I can't remember what we were doing with that.
It's going on Learn TV. Yeah, let's remove it.
Well, at least change it to say Learn TV. Like hello world's kind of misleading.
Yeah, let's just remove it.
Or
No,
you know,
just,
maybe we just throw up the all around Azure logo there or something. You know, and then link off of that.
that's fine.
You want an image URL for it or something?
Nope.
Or what do you want to do?
I don't want to. I want nothing.
Keep it simple.
I still don't understand why score is not center.
Yeah. Is there a typo maybe on that line for where it's supposed to be in the div, in the center div? Class name score.
Let's go in app TSX in his repo.
Yeah. Is there a div with the name score?
I don't see anything. Or maybe because I have double quote instead of single quote. Could it be that? Don't think so. No. I don't know. That's cool. So some people call me Space Cowboy. Is the first line from what song?
The Joker.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So like you got it. It's green. Interesting.
That's cool feedback.
So the human heart has how many chamber? 3 or 2? I think
More than
there's
2.
I think there's 2 chamber, but 3 something. It was 4.
yeah.
What?
Jeez, if only we knew a human, we could have asked these questions.
Yeah, damn it. Cloudies, are you sleeping? Please help us. In baseball, how many times does the ball have to be pitched outside of the strike zone before the batter can walk? I would say 4. Is it 4 or 5? No, it's 4, right? What minimum level the defense skill is need to equip dragon armor in the MMO RuneScape?
I've never
RuneScape.
played that. Have you played RuneScape?
No. I like the only MMO I play is Guild War 2, and it was awesome, and it was my first MMO, and I
Do you think
fall
that
down my chair.
skills are like leveled up at like 5 or 10, like every 5th or every 10th?
Okay.
That makes sense.
So 60 then?
I would
Bell.
say 60 or 70.
Okay, so
Beltas said 60.
but Beldatas says 60. So 60?
60. Final answer.
Yay! Congrats! You got it.
Yay!
Oh, now you hear my sound too. Thing you didn't hear before,
I do.
right?
I do. I can hear.
So I could
See
say.
me now.
Fantastic! Oh, fantastic!
So you hear all my stupid stuff now.
Yeah.
I got
I'll do
certify Skype yesterday, people. So now I know how to share sounds with the person I'm sharing my screen with, and it's just a checkbox to check. By the way, in Call of Duty Zombie, that's the only Call of Duty that interests me. By the way, I won't play because it's first person. What is the name of the machine that upgrade the weapon?
Yeah, I don't know. I would say Gersh device, but I don't.
Wonder Fizz? Any Call of Duty Zombie player in the cloud? Wonder Fizz or a Gersh device? Wonder Fizz is a funny name. I like Wonder Fizz. Let's try that. Ah, it was Pack-a-Punch.
You don't punch zombies.
Why not?
They're way too close if you're punching zombies.
Yeah, I agree. And like you need to hit them in the head.
Exactly.
So like you could be bitten. So that's cool. It look kind of cool, except for the score that is not the center. But that's
Yeah, and the style for the start buttons, like inconsistent.
that one is kind of doesn't fit our style. But I think it was
Right.
Sandy, so I feel his style.
So save it, go back to the application.
Right, for
We
him it
try it
makes
out,
sense.
start.
Like it's like the sand.
Yes, we have our question
Oh,
here.
for sure.
That's what. Okay, that
And
was
next
right.
question.
I didn't actually know that one. All right, the next question. So, as you can see, I answered wrong, but it's giving me the correct answer here. So everything seems to be working fine. Yeah, and that's the last question, and then it gives us the start button again. So the quiz is working,
We need to.
and that's super sweet. So this is
Let me look it up.
The only thing, if we fetch the answer and we don't want to have, like, I like knowing if I'm wrong, though. Like, if we are playing multiple people at the same time, like it's fine to collect all the answer and then like display the result in a second time, so nobody knows. Like when clicking, they cannot, check the code in the JavaScript, the developer tools to see the code. Hey, it's working.
We should change that font from Catamaran to the Sego or Segui or whatever the ones that we use for everything. See what it looks like.
Do you have the link?
I'm looking in Google Fonts right now. Not sure where you grab the link, or if we can just go into the file, the CSS part, and just change it from Catamaran to, just change the name, because it's still part of Google Fonts, like. Stuff.
And it was in index, right? In public, in index. The family catamaran. So we want to use what you said?
Well, I'm trying to find the right spelling. Try Segoe.
Like that?
Yes, let's try it. I don't know if it'll work, but that's like the family of.
How you build a fairly simple.
Oops. Did I save this? Yeah. Now it's not the same except the name of the.
Oh, that's the one I meant. The top one, but all of them really, I guess.
Well, that specific logo, it was building something funky with it, right? So I'm assuming.
Bonjour.
That...
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
it's Coder's Life. Welcome aboard. That was
Okay.
done.
Yeah, we can leave it alone.
In the app style, I think, when yeah, that's the fascinate inline.
All right.
Well, I can use what's happening?
It's Coder's Lives follow.
Thank you for the follow, it's very appreciated. Thank you a lot. So you want me to use also that for the title?
Yeah. I mean, I'm curious to see how it looks. Change it back if you don't like it.
No kidding, I'll change it back. I like it. It was funny though. That style.
Yeah. We need bold. But... wonder if. Wonder if you just added the word bold there, if that would pick up the.
Like that?
I don't know enough about these.
No clue either.
That's alright. We can put it back the way it was and deal with it later. I'll do some research.
Yeah, better. Whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh. And cool. Oh, like did you see the effect here? Like,
The hover effect, yeah. Is that from CSS?
yeah, it's probably. Hey, F Bucheros, does the other person helping you also
I should put
stream?
my name someplace.
It's Jason. So Jason, if Coder's Life, Jason. Yes, Jason streams. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's not really good at YAML. He preferred Jason. Just joking.
That is true.
I'm sure we're definitely not the first one to do that joke, right?
Yeah, I haven't. So here I'm just Jahan TV, but haven't had too much on that channel. Frank and I do a show called All Around Azure on the Microsoft Developer channel, and on Learn TV on Microsoft. But I haven't had a whole lot going on my channel here yet.
So we had that show running for 56 episode, something like that.
Mm-hmm. No, we did like 60 episodes, I think, total, but that counts some of the takeovers from
yeah.
conferences and all that.
So there's a lot of episodes
Nice meeting
here. So we did with the guesses and stuff like that. Right now we are working on another project that should start soon.
Yeah.
Way too soon, but...
Yeah, Beltas, I haven't been on there lately because, well, with the holidays, and then like Frank mentioned, we're spinning up a new thing. So, yeah, All Around Azure's on a little bit of a break.
I think if I do this and
Except for
then...
the bigger marquee events. We did have an event this week that Frank and I hosted. Yeah, I know, Brian. Reminds me.
Oh yeah, we work with Clark.
Like a week ago.
So,
Yeah, Brian and I are teammates.
Yeah. We're all cloud advocates. Oh yeah, it was very hard when I'm assuming you say that because you saw Clarkio on the top video on All Around Azure. That video was so hard to not goof too much around and try to stay kind of serious. Yeah. Cool.
Simple little quiz game with React and TypeScript. There are room for improvement, but hopefully this gave you some insight in how it is to build an application with TypeScript and React. So if you like this kind of tutorials, make sure to subscribe and support me. I will put out these tutorials regularly on my channel, and hopefully I see you in another one.
So that was this video. And have a look.
That was it. We did it.
Boom.
Hey everybody.
And I want to put his channel also. Or is I know he also because that was kind of a something he did not on his channel. So I want to put his channel. And that's Thomas' channel.
Cool. We should add that in the notes too.
Yeah. Oh, I should have that in the notes. So, note.
To answer your question, it's Coder Life. You do not need to know C# or .NET to work with Azure. I would say really just, I don't know that many programming languages in general at all, and I do fine. If you're just talking about building web apps, like you can do it in any language now, even functions with the custom handlers.
Did we change the?
We can update our to-do. We took care of the styling. Are we done with the styling?
Yep. To do. Done. 2. Now we start the to do. Start 3. So see this blog is Coder's Life. That was done in Go. Am I correct? It's Hugo, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a static website pulled directly from GitHub and deployed to Azure, and there's no .NET. So that's the beauty of Azure. Like you could run Linux, Windows, C#, JavaScript, Python, whatever. Everything works. Java, containers, Docker, going serverless. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything anymore. Even with functions themselves, like a lot of people use Go and Rust.
There's Ruby
these days,
also,
and,
I think.
Yeah, and now through the custom handlers and all that.
Yeah, now you could do whatever you want since they open it. So yeah, I have an important question. Is a Learn TV mascot a tanuki?
I don't know. Which mascot are we talking about? I think the raccoon, maybe? Is that what you're referring to? Oh, the one on screen.
Oh yeah, this one? No, that's Bits. And
it's
that's the
dog.
Cloud Advocate mascot.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's Bit. There's actually... Frank, you ever gone to Ashley's repo that has all the images for Bit?
Do you know it? Where it is?
I was just there the other day because I was trying to find...
I think I got them.
Yeah, here we go. I got it.
I was faster. Well, that's
Anyway,
cool.
one of our other coworkers, Ashley, great artist, amazing artist at especially these illustrations. She does all of the work for the Gophers, for like GopherCon, just there's a Gopher image repo in there as well. But yeah, she came up with the character Bit, who's a raccoon,
Un raton laveur.
a trash panda, as some refer to.
Yeah. Apparently, you learned that too
And-
this week.
And if you talk to Ashley about why are we raccoons, it's because I don't remember the exact definition, but something along the lines that we're creative, work with very little, good collaborators, shifty, crafty, all those things.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know why a raccoon.
Raccoons are able to solve problems and get
Oh, yeah.
into some sticky situations, and then still survive.
And stay alive. So that's Dev Advocate one is awesome.
Yeah, with the red shirt.
Oh yeah. Really like it. That's Scott Guthrie. That's the Star Trek one. Like
There's one
it's
I
very
use on,
geeky, right?
I like the one that's I have it on my. I think I have it on my.
You never saw the raccoon? Like in Europe, they have even a stuffed animal. Like if I go back inside my All Around Azure, the first show was with Amy Boyle, and she's based in UK. And look what she had in her hand. And apparently I will have one soon. Not soon, but I will have one eventually.
One day, I need
Yeah.
one of those too.
One day.
Yeah, so that's Bit. He's our mascot.
Cool. So now, yeah, it is so cute. Well, I have my own mascot, but I won't wake up her. She's not. She's being nice today.
Bite your nose off.
My colleague.
All right, how much time do we have? Should we?
About 15 minutes, sir.
Okay, I guess we can at least
Maybe brainstorm a little bit about
talk
what we
about
want to
a little
do
about
next.
What's next? Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So we can stop now the game. Yep.
You know, we should also. Well, I'm sure you'll update this repo. We should see how it does to deploy.
Okay, so that's the thing. So what we would like to work on next. So let's go on the board.
Mm-hmm.
We need the logo. Who would like to do a logo? It could be simple. Doesn't need to be very complex. See, like this logo here, I did it. Like, you know, that's for a tiny Blazor admin. I just did like it's a shortener.
We also need to like decide on a name. I don't think Triavia is the long-term name.
Oh, it could just be a logo. It doesn't need to have
true.
some text. Could just come some
That's true.
stuff, right? It's a question game online. You could play with the cloud stuff. I don't know.
Yep.
Boards. What's happening? Show me my boards. Triavia. So call the function. Oh yeah. So yeah. So we already had the build a CI/CD to deploy that. So we could definitely do that because it will be a little bit challenging. Because when you deploy, if we want to deploy it in the static web app, we need to. It's not trivial because we have TypeScript, so we need to kind of run the TypeScript and then deploy the thing. So we could do that on the next Friday. It could be very interesting. And then the fun part about that is then when we code, we could just, you know, push and it will get deployed and people can see it.
Right. Yeah.
But that's very early. Like that's not our game. Our game will be
We're still just
multiplayer.
learning. Mm-hmm.
Right now we could play, say, hey, vote on what's your answer. We could play that way right now, but we want a game multiplayer.
Sure.
So that's why we want to use function. So like you join a game and stuff like that. Okay, so next time we can start building that CI/CD stuff. Will be cool to have a logo. So anyone, maybe Bellatas, if you're not good with CSS, maybe you can draw. Yeah, so that's cool. So we can definitely do that.
Brainstorm some ideas too over the weekend, maybe.
Yeah, well, like it's open source, right? So I will push later today.
Yeah.
You know what? I will do it right now. Why not? We don't have any like 5-10 minutes.
That's right. Plus, we got some new viewers, followers today, so we should probably reminder of where the repo is.
Yep. So that's the repo. It's over there. Triavia here. And if you're wondering what's the tool, Frank, you're using, it look awesome. That's Git Kraken. And if you want, I have an affiliate link because I love that thing. Git Kraken. I don't receive any money. I just like that tool so much that they even gave me free license to give away. So next week I need to find a way to give away a pro license for 1 year of Git Kraken. So with that you have like this Git UI, you have the boards that I show here where like you have your Kanban board, and you have also the timelines. Timelines are kind of super cool also. So you could have different timeline here. Come on. Where you say, hey, show me my timeline. Come on, click, boom. It's loading. I'm too fast today. Come on. This is a very packed timeline.
Been busy.
Yeah, that was my 2000. My year 2000. Don't laugh, it's true.
No, I mean, mine was probably not far off.
That was a lot of videos. And right now it's because it's Zoom. I couldn't zoom out.
Whole year.
Huh?
So we've been sitting in front of this camera all year.
Yep. Okay, so let's push. So right now we are in the branch stream apparently. So let's stage everything. We'll push that here. And I think we should move that to main. What do you think?
Yeah.
So we'll take the stream and bring it to main. Let's create a PR. Finally! Create a PR. Boom. We'll go on GitHub. Merge that. Whee! Merging, and voila! Just like that. Boom! Now we have our code. Excellent. So if you're interested, you could go there, have a piece of the code, and it will all be working.
I'm gonna do that today.
Yep. And now we could check the scores, see if CB did a great job. So the scores of today are...
There's still some people airborne.
Yeah, but that was a bunch of bots.
Yeah. They don't count.
So 44 for me, Jason and 62.
Yay!
And so it's still I forgot his name. Benno with the score 90.
That's right.
I win today.
90.93.
So one thing I could do is do a stop of CB.
Maybe what we ought to do one day is just give your Git Kraken away to
The best score?
high score.
So CB now generated this thing here, so we could look at it. So code, and I say 20, 21, and I want this version. And that's the show notes. So Benno here, it was 90.93. So with the notes are there, the scores, the time log, the to-dos. So all that is used on my blog, so all the show notes go there. Those time logs are super useful. Like one thing that didn't show are the new follower. Oh, I will need to fix that, because usually like the raids, the new follower, the new subscribers, like the cheers, everything should be part of that. So there's something wrong here. I need to rewrite that chatbot in TypeScript.
Add it to the list.
Add it to the list. Like I didn't have enough stuff to do. So yeah, well, thank you for the 2 new followers. Oh, you know what? I have that in my activities. 3 followers, I think. So we had the Benno. So thank you for the following. I had OGPit. Thank you for the following. I had Eduardo. Thank you for the following. And It's Codes Life. Thank you for the following. It was really, really appreciated. Today we are ending a little bit earlier than usual because we have a very important meeting for the project Jason and I are working on with our team. It's a big project coming up. And yeah, so Jeff is there. So what's Jeff is doing? If you have any suggestions who we could raid, let me know in the chat. So episode. Come on. What is he doing? Oh, is it a podcast? Something like that, maybe? I developing is doing PHP. Any PHP coder in the room? Yeah, Lina. It's just that I did, I think, last week, Lina. So that's why I tried to do different. Oh. Graham just... Gaming? No gaming. Well, he's doing some function, look like JavaScript or C#. Yeah, look like... Cannot see. So I think we'll go see Jeff. So I will wish you all a great weekend. Have fun. Go outside if it's possible in your area. I know I will. It's winter here and I have snow. Yay! So I will go play in the snow during the weekend. And I will see you next week on Wednesday. I will be working in C#, continue to do this shortener URL. Yeah, so have a good weekend and let's raid Jeff. Bye everybody. Thanks Jason for coming today.
Thanks Frank. See you later.
Yeah. And